of the NBA's greatest defensive centers, Alonzo Mourning, was recently in Manila as one of the brand ambassadors of cell phone manufacturing giant VIVO. Here's our interview with the NBA legend.
Mabuhay to the Philippines. Yes, mabuhay.
Now, I just wanted to ask, what were your initial thoughts when you knew that you were going to be visiting the Philippines, a basketball-crazy country?
I was excited. I really was, simply because Coach Eric Spoelstra, being a native of the Philippines, his mom was from here. He was telling me so many amazing things about it, and then he told me that, we have a huge fan base there.
You do. How do you feel about all the players in the NBA? You were chosen to be the ambassador for this partnership.
Well, it's a tremendous honor, and VIVO is a global brand. To have them as a partner will allow us to continue to grow our efforts across the globe, basketball in general.
But we wanted to get to know you better. NBA has this famous line, "Why we play." And I wanted to know, what is your why?
My why? Growing up, I saw Magic Johnson and Larry Bird playing in the NBA Finals, and I saw them winning, and I said, one day I want to experience that. It took a while, but finally it came to fruition. June 20th, 2006, so very exciting time in my career.
And you've had a very long, flourishing career in the NBA, but I wanted to ask, out of all those years, what was a memorable season or a game? Care to revisit those moments with us?
Well, there's a lot of memorable moments throughout my whole career. Obviously, my first All-Star game, but the one that stands out the most is when I won my first World Championship.
Oh my God. Nothing can compare to that.
Nothing can compare to that. And June 20th in Dallas, 2006, and being a part of that championship team and helping to contribute to the franchise's first, NBA championship was a shining moment in my career.
True. Now let's just take a step back and talk technical. As a Hall of Fame big man and multiple Defensive Player of the Year winner, what can you say about the status of the big men and the defense in the NBA?
Well, it's a lot less defense being played, but the teams that prioritize it and the teams that use defense as a point of emphasis, and they're stopping all of these offensive barrages of teams. And I use Golden State as an example. They're a great defensive team. Everybody thinks about their offense. They think about Steph Curry shooting the ball and Kevin Durant. They think about all these offensive weapons they have, but they're a great defensive team. So speaks to my point that if you emphasize defense and you cut down the possessions of another team, you increase your chances of being successful, and also if you're putting the ball in the basket at a high rate. But the game has changed so much now, and it's what the league has wanted. They want higher scoring games. They want to cut out the physicality of the game. Back when I played, it was a very physical game, but evidently, Adam Silver and the rest of the league office, they're doing something right because we have the most popular game in the world.
Now, you're such an inspirational player, aside from what you advocate, but also you had a kidney surgery from before, and then you managed to bounce back even better and stronger. And for some, it's already hard for athletes coming back after surgery because it's not only the physical, it's also mental.
And you know what? It's not just, the life-changing surgery I had. Athletes in general, at some point we're going to have to deal with some type of injury or surgery. Well, we're going to have to work our butts off to kind of get ourselves back, and it's a test mentally for us. It's a mental test and it's a physical test for us because there's a lot of players that don't know how to handle adversity, But adversity is a way to introduce a man to himself. It just made me tougher, it made me stronger, it made me more resilient. And as my career progressed, I kind of used those experiences as strength to get me to the next level, So, and adversity can break you down or it can make you stronger, And I had a coach once tell me that, what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. Exactly.
A last question, actually, it's more of a request. You said a while ago in your speech that the Filipinos are one of the best basketball fans in the world.
I think the best. Really.
Okay, now it's the best for you. Well, that's
so.
great to hear. But
Best,
what can you give us an inspirational message for all the Pinoy fans out there?
We would not be without the fans supporting us. You know, so thank you for your support. Thank you for lifting us up, lifting the NBA brand up. Keep following us on Instagram and all the social media sites, you know, because you're helping build the game of basketball to be the #1 sport in the world.
Thank you so much, though, for your time. Thank you so much. And it was great to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Our trending video today features PBA legend and the score analyst Alan Kadick. In an exhibition game in Ilocos Sur, the Triggerman scored 142 points. 142 points, and he hit 46 three-point shots. Yes, 46. Coach Alan, who just turned 55 last June, only played in the first and fourth quarter of the game and still scored all of those points. In case you're wondering, Coach Allen's team won by the score of 184 to 73. Iba ka talaga, Coach Allen. This has been The Score. I'm Nico Halili. We'll leave you with scenes from Enchongdi Swimming Clinic and the newest wakeboarding facility in Clark, Pampanga. We'll see you all again soon. Happy weekend.
Let's go kayo. Ha! Last weekend, Kapamilya star and multi-awarded athlete Enchongdi visited Baliwag, Bulacan to continue his swimming advocacy.
Nagsimula yung idea ng handog palangoy nung kakatapos ko lang mag-move on from swimming. Yung mga coaches ko, sabi nila sa akin, halika mag-give back ka kasi syempre ang daming naitulong, ang daming nabigay sa'yo ng swimming.
The Handog Palangoy ni Enchong program aims to teach young kids to learn basic swimming and water safety.
Tinuruan po ako ng mga techniques ni Kuya Enchong, kaya po marunong na po akong lumangoy.
Sana yung swimming part of the curriculum ng DepEd. It's only right that every Filipino knows how to save lives or yung basic swimming skills para eventually Philippines will be a drown-free country.
The UAP MVP is also hoping to bring his project not just in Luzon but also to various provinces across the country.
Hindi kailangan matakot sa tubig. Hindi kailangan maging dahilan yung tubig para magkaroon ng aksidente or casualty. Kasi yung tubig, kaibigan natin yan eh. Diba? We can have fun and we can learn so much from swimming.
And for today's Vince Venture, we're at the Deca Wake Park to take on wakeboarding.
Wakeboarding is a surface water sport which involves riding a wakeboard pulled by a boat or cable system. And at the Deca Wake Park, we learn how to ride along with some of the best wakeboarders in the country who will be competing at the up-and-coming 2019 SEA Games.
I can't wait to actually enjoy it again. I've tried it once or twice before, but for the newbies out there, what are the few tips you can give to them?
You're riding the board sideways, keep your nose up, keep your tail down, and just basically have a good time.
Always remember to have the correct safety equipment. Bend your knees and stay low to maintain the position. Keep your elbows near the hip of your lead leg and let the cord pull you. Beginners can level up from the basic leg to the advanced section, which features ramps for tricks and maneuvers.
So the pro side was definitely a lot harder, but I'm happy that there's a beginner side where I got to practice again. So for those who want to experience what I experienced today, where can they find you?
Please visit us here at Deca Wake Park, Clark, Barangay Margot in Angeles, Pampanga. It's for all ages. Please feel free to visit us anytime.
JV, thanks so much for having me. And that wraps up our wakeboarding session for today. Keep it here for more Vince Ventures, only here on The Score.